Hi everyone, it's Carol Brownell from HEART, and tonight I want to take a look at our HEART High School transcript. So if your student has taken high school credits, whether in high school or middle school, at the end of the year a HEART transcript will be made for your student. Now in the state of South Carolina, the parent can make a transcript that is perfectly legal, but we have noticed that over time, more colleges are looking for a transcript coming from the third option group. So this is done automatically for you and it's free of charge, but you will want to know how to use it, and you can actually use it for planning out your year. So our transcript is done in Excel and it's shared with you in Google Sheets. You'll get an email saying HEART Homeschool or Carol Brownell has shared a file with you, and it's going to be this format here. If you open that email, you'll see a blue open button, and if you click on that, it should bring you directly to the file in Google Sheets. Now here you're going to notice first all of your student information. And if you don't see that, if you see a long list of directions, you want to just ignore that and look for the student information at the bottom. Those directions don't apply to Google Sheets. Now notice your information is in a yellow box. In this spreadsheet, the areas where you want to enter data are marked in yellow. So you'll notice, for example, the transcript, if I bring that up, is completely white. All of this data is coming from other tabs, and you'll see them across the bottom here. There's a tab for each grade and a tab for your student information. So the data is not typed here onto the transcript. It's actually pulled from other places. So that's what you need to remember. The data is coming from the yellow boxes, and that's where you want to enter grades or information. The tabs across the bottom will allow you to navigate from one tab to the other. And you want to remember that this is a shared file. So I can work on this file and you can work on this file, and we will see each other's changes, and those changes are saved automatically. So anything you come in and do, I will be able to see on my end. So once you've checked your student information, you want to make sure that's correct. Notice at the bottom the graduation date is May 31st. Now this is a completion date for our year. You do not need to enter the date of your graduation ceremony. That's not what this is for. Colleges want to know the completion date for the school year when a student graduates. So that will always be May 31st. So let's look at the grades. Most students won't have courses in 7th or 8th grade. Maybe 1 or 2 in 8th grade would be high school level, but most students will start the high school transcript in 9th grade. You're going to see courses here, and a lot of times these will be loaded from your course of study, but they can be changed. The content area, we'll note if there's an honors syllabus that's come in for that course, or maybe the course is AP, and we can mark that. Now, at the beginning of the year, these will be empty, and you can come in at the end of the year and just type in your credits and type in your final grades. That's really all you need to do. You want to check and make sure the classes are correct. You can let me know if one needs to be changed, or you can type in that change yourself. Now notice the quality points and the GPA, that's all generated for you. That's not in yellow, and you don't need to add that. The program will do that for you. Now you've seen the transcript, and you can print those at any time if you need one. The transcript 8 through 12 is for students who have 8th grade work. If your student starts in 9th grade, you'll want to use 9 through 12. If your student had high school classes in 7th grade, you want to use 7 through 12. But this would only show high school classes, not middle school classes. Now the last thing I want to show you is graduation requirements. And this is a great sheet because if you go back to this content area, if your classes are labeled, the content area will allow the program to enter your classes on this graduation requirements sheet. These are the labels that you have to choose from, and these are just the subject that the class would fall into. Now anything that you've entered will be totaled here. The student has 3 English already done, and 3 math, and 3 science. And then this is what's required for graduation. Now that doesn't mean that this is what every college is looking for. You do want to be aware that your college may ask for more. This is more of a minimum requirement for a high school diploma in South Carolina. So notice the blue numbers are when you have met the requirements. The red numbers indicate you still need credits in that subject. So that's why we have blue and red. Now what if you notice that something isn't showing up here? Maybe you had a credit in US history and it's not showing. That usually means that something is mislabeled, and you just need to go back and check that content area to see if something was mislabeled. So the last thing I want to say here is if you're not comfortable entering the grades, we're happy to do that for you. There is a grade tab online. You can send us the grades there, or you could email your progress report to us and we'll be happy to put the grades in for you. But many parents want to look at this and enter the courses and grades themselves. The last thing I want to say is your grades from previous years won't, if you see any errors, you need to let me know. I will be looking for the grades for this year. So I'll come in and capture your grades. If you've entered them, let me know, and I can get those and update our records with those grades. If you found something wrong in the previous grade and you changed it, you need to let me know so I'm aware of that, because I won't be looking and checking those previous years. So do make sure to let us know if you find any problems, and of course let us know if you need any help or have any questions. We'd be very happy to help you with that. All right, thank you very much.